Peru News Today. All you need to know about Peru.
Jessica Newton makes clarification about trans candidates in Miss Peru 2024. There is an essential requirement. The Miss Universe International Beauty Pageant has opened its doors to the participation of transgender women, which has required the national pageant to adapt to these new rules. The Miss Peru organization, headed by Jessica Newton, is in the selection process to find the worthy successor of Camila Escribens, who represented our country in the last edition of Miss Universe, finishing in the top 10. About to reveal herself to the official candidates, the businesswoman was consulted about the participation of trans women in the National Beauty Contest. As we remember, in 2013, Miss Universe revolutionized its traditions by opening its doors to transgender candidates, a milestone that marked a before and after in the pageant. This decision would become even more important in 2018, when Ángela Ponce became the first transsexual woman to compete. Although she did not obtain the title, participation meant significant progress in terms of inclusion. Now under the overall leadership of Ángela Ponce, a Thai tycoon and transgender activist, Miss Universe has further expanded its inclusive approach. In addition to allowing the participation of transgender women, the registration of married women and/or women with children, and of any age from 18 years old, is also accepted. Will there be trans numbers in Miss Peru 2024? During a question and answer session on Instagram, Jessica Newton was approached about the possible participation of trans candidates in the next edition of the Miss Peru pageant. The director clarified that, so far, no transsexual women have entered the beauty pageant, not necessarily because they are not interested in participating, but because very few meet a crucial requirement. So far there are none for 2024. Remember that in our country it is not easy to change the gender identity on the DNI, and that is an essential requirement to participate, she commented. Miss Peru 2024 will have a plus-size candidate. After several years, a plus-size model will compete for the Miss Peru crown. Nayaj Gomez Pumarada, who previously worked as an environmental engineer, has left her career to venture into the world of catwalks and beauty pageants. Despite the criticism she receives on social networks, the Peruvian is sure that her participation in the contest will serve to make the diversity of bodies visible. The real reason for my participation is and will be the presentation. When a girl grows up seeing that there is another person she identifies with, she grows up loving and respecting her body. Our body is our temple, therefore we must take care of it not from hatred, not by comparing ourselves with others but from acceptance. It is not normalizing obesity, it is normalizing that our bodies are constantly changing, that is the only certainty of change, she wrote. Camila Escribens says goodbye to Miss Peru. In the recent edition of Miss Universe 2023, held on December 15 at the Jose Adolfo Pineda National Gymnasium in El Salvador, Camila Escribens stood out among more than 80 contestants from around the world, managing to place herself among the 10 finalists. The representative of Peru, after 3 previous attempts at Miss Peru, finally obtained the honor of competing in this prestigious beauty pageant, which was won by the Nicaraguan Chianis Palacios. In the coming months, Camila Escribens must hand over her crown to the new national representative. Leave us your comment and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.